Today we'll start with IFIX software. Okay, so which is one of the brand of SCADA from General Electrics. Okay, so here we are working with the IFIX. Okay, so IFIX stands for Intellusion Fix. So with the version 6.1. Okay, so this is also demo mode only, means demo version. Once if we open, so it will be on for only 2 hours, and the maximum number of tags what I can create is 32. Okay, so we'll open the software. Okay, so just right click. Okay, I'm opening the software. So it is telling me to write the project name. This is about the creation of a project. Okay, so this page is about the communication and your data files and all. Okay, so about the SQL operation, all those things will be there here. This is just to create a shortcut of the above things. Okay, so that's it. So now I need to, if I want to define a project name, so I can define it here. I'll give it as like project one. Okay, so if you click on this one, so it is means it will create a new project. Okay? So again it is asking, see you don't have key. Okay, so if you want to work with the demo version, just click on continue. I pressed continue. Okay, so once the project is open means you are going to get a workspace like this. Okay, so now you have created a project. After that, you need to create a screen. Okay, here you can see already by default a screen has been created. Okay, so what you can do, so if you want to change its size and all, or if you want to import any picture, or if you want to change its color, you can do it in a picture. Okay, you can see here size and color. Size is there. Okay, color changing is there, and what and all you want to see. Okay, as we have seen in the last kingdom, so those additions and all you can do it here. Okay, so what we can do, so picture is already there. Just I will save it as. Okay, so screen one I will give. Okay, so name screen one I will give. Okay, fine. So its extension is .grf. If you want to create a new project, just click on this one. Go to here, new picture. Okay, like this. Now automatically it came with the untitled. Okay, again just go here, save as. Okay, I'll give the name as screen two. Okay, fine, save it. So this is how you can create a multiple screens. Okay, so screen number is unlimited. How many you want you can create. Okay. So after creating a screen, so what we did some switching operation, right? So to do any operation, first I need to create a graphics. So to create graphics, first I need to have a graphic elements. Okay. So in KingView, the graphic elements were there in the wizards. Okay. So how you had wizards there, here also you have something called as a dynamo sets. Okay. So if you expand this one, here you can see multiple graphical things are there. Okay. So now what I need, okay, I need some switch and lamp kind of a thing. Okay, so here you can see switch large, medium, small is there. Okay, I can't zoom in. Okay, so just I'll go with switch medium. So which switch you want, you can take that switch. Okay, what is this window, we'll see later. Okay, fine, close. Next what I want some light kind of a thing. Okay, so if I go here and if I check, see here, I have something called as a pilot light. Okay, so again which is needed, you can take that one. So just I'll go with this blue color. So again what is this window I'll explain you later. So this is how you can take the graphic elements from the dynamo sets so that you can create your graphics. Okay, next, after creating the graphics, so what we need to do, we need to create a tags. Okay, so there we had a tag name dictionary. Here to create a tag, okay, we have something called as a database. Okay, if I expand this one, see here we have database manager and we have process database. Okay, so what is this process database? Okay, so this is nothing but here will be defining group of tags which is defined for only one particular action like. Okay, so if you go with the database manager, we can define single tags. Okay, so it is asking open last viewed node or display the list of available nodes. Nodes in the sense tags here. Okay, open local node, just click on OK. So it will create a new node, what is a tag creation page like this. You can see, as I told, so maximum we can go with 30 to 32 number of tags. Okay, now we'll see how to create a tag. So just double click on the means any row. Okay, As I'm creating my first tag, just I'll double click on the first row. So it will ask what type of tag you want to create. Okay, you can see here analog is there, so some digital are there. Okay, other some special defined tags are there, which is for the what I can say extra operation. It's like advanced operations. Okay, now for my application, I need to have okay one digital type of tag. Okay, so that's why I'll go with digital input. Okay, so then click on OK. So window will come. Okay, this is for tag creation. So here what you need to do, you need to define the tag name. So if any description is there related to that tag name, you need to define here. Okay, so let me give it as like switch underscore one. Okay, so which is what I can say means my rules are not violating with this thing. Okay, fine. Next, if you want to describe it, you can give it here. So previous and next element is nothing but so what it is the see what it is telling. In order to display the next block, please enter a next block tag. Okay, means so this is for that process database. Okay, what I showed you, no second. Okay, that one. Okay, so in the group of tag, if we are having this, to which group you will be linking, that you will be defining the previous and in the next. Okay, so here I am not using that one, so you can leave this. Okay, next, which with which driver I'm working? Okay, I'm working with the simulation driver, so that's why it came here. Okay, if I'm working with the OPC, it will come here. Okay, and then I need to go with IO configuration, all those things. Now, as I'm working with the simulation, okay, so you need to go with simulation driver, and here you have something called as a IO address. So keep it in mind one thing. This is not the PLC address. Okay, so as I'm simulating, no, it is asking the internal IO address of your SCADA. Okay. So 0 is the channel address in that which bit you are using. Okay. So 0 colon 0 is nothing but channel address colon bit address. Okay. Now 0 is the channel and in that 0 bit I am using. Okay. If you are defining one more input means at that condition you need to give here 0 and 1. Okay, and next something you have called as signal condition hardware option. Okay, so the name itself it is telling okay this is for real IOs. Okay, this is for sensor calibration and all you will be using this one. And next you have something called as a scan setting. So while defining means like in KingView you used to mention 55 millisecond, okay, 100 millisecond like that. That is what scan time or execution time. Okay, so that time you will be defining here. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 second. So if I want to give 0.1 second, 1 second, nothing but 100 millisecond or 0.01 also you can give. Okay, so next alarms we'll see in the later class. You need to go for advanced, okay, and enable the output here. Okay, now click on save. It is asking, do you want to place which one? Yes. Okay. Yeah, one more thing I left. Okay, so you can see here. I'll double click on this one. So something I have called as a label here. Okay, so label in the sense, so how we want to show its status during the on state, how we want to show its status during the off state. Okay, so during means when it is at open, just I'll show it as 0. When it is open, sorry, closed, I'll show it as 1. Okay, this is what label. Click on save. Okay, so I will repeat the steps one more time by creating the other tab. So first I need to select here digital. Why? Because I'm working with the discrete type of tag. Click on OK. What you need to do? You need to give the tag name. Now I'll give it as switch underscore 2. Okay, so driver by default it will come simulation and you need to define the address 0 colon 0 I already defined, that's why I'll be going with 0 colon 1. Okay, next scan time just I'll make it to 0.1 second, nothing but 100 millisecond. So it's label how you want to see, just I'll give 0 here, I'll give 1 here. After that go to advanced. Okay, then enable the output. See, if you don't enable this one, even if the like every process and steps are right also, you won't be able to see the results because you will not be enabling this one. Okay, now click on OK here also. Okay, so it is updated with all the details what we have given. So this is how you need to create a tag. Okay, if you want to create one analog tag, so just go to here analog input, click on OK. So I need to give here tag name. Okay, so let me go with some move tag I will give. Okay, tag name anything you can give. See, previously it was bit type of data, that's why it was asking channel colon bit address. Now as I'm working with the analog type, so it is asking the unsigned integer channel address, nothing but 16 bit. Okay. So what is the raw value? 0 to 65535, nothing but it is a 16 bit unsigned integer that I am scaling for 0 to 100. Okay, if you want to change it, just enable the scaling and you can change it from here. Okay, clamping and all you can do it from here. Okay, otherwise what you can do, you can change from here also. See, 200 I want. Okay, so it will update once if you save me. Okay, so let us go with 100 only. Okay, next again you have scan time, just give it as 0 0.1. It's not mandatory to give zero point 0.1, which is required for you, you can give here. Okay, so go to advanced, here again enable the output, click on save. Okay, so it is going to create a tag according to the details what we will be giving. Okay, so after that what you need to do, you need to go for your picture and you need to start linking the tag what you have created to the respective graphic element. Okay, so we'll start. Just double click on that particular element. Okay, see like this one window is going to pop up. Okay, so first thing what we need to do here is, see here you have something called as a data source. Okay, so here you need to link the tag name for this graphic element. Okay. Now what is the tag name and how to link? Okay. So just click on these three dots. Okay. So it is going to open, okay, the project what you have created, and if you double click on that project, okay, so you will be getting all the tags whatever you have created. Okay. See now I want switch one, so I will select that one and I will click on OK. Now what happened? This element is linked with the tag that is switch. Okay. Next, like it is telling, during the logic low state it will appear like this, and during the logic high state it will appear like this. Okay. So it is exactly opposite what I will make. So this condition of switch you will be able to see when the tag value is at logic high state, and this condition of switch you will be able to see when the tag value is at logic low state. Okay, now click on OK. Could not load an object because it is not available on this machine. So there is some error in the software installation. Just I'll close the window. I'll reopen one more time, so it is linked. It will look like this in logic high state and similarly logic low state. Okay, so now click on OK. Fine. So next this element. Okay, so double click on this one. Okay, so what I need to do, first I need to link the tag what I have created. Okay, so data source, again click on these three dots. Okay, so the tags what will be created, okay, that will be there under this node. Okay, so now as I'm not scripting, so I need to link my input and output with the same tag name, that is switch one. Okay, so select that one. Okay, see here what you want to do with respect to that element. Okay, whether you want to do off and on action, or you want to do off and blink action, or you want to do off, on and blink action. Okay, so I want to do off and on. Okay, so I'll select that one and it is telling, okay, during the off state what value you want to display, during the on what value you want to display. If you select this blink, can see this blink value and blink rate will be enabling. Okay, so now I don't want blinking, I need to have off and on action, so I'll select that one, click on OK. Okay, fine. So if you want to write any text on that means, so go to tools, here you will be having, sorry, here in the object bar links you will be having one text. Okay, so you can take this one and you can write this status like this. Okay, fine. If you want to write for switch also, so you can write it here as a light kind of a thing like this. Okay, so now like development is done, so I need to check, so the results, right, means I need to analyze the results. So now I am in development window. If I want to analyze the results means I should go for run window. Okay, so if you go to home here, See here you have a switch button, okay, means which will take you to the run mode. Okay? So just click on this switch to run, you will be entering into a run mode like this. Okay, see now if I press this one, that will become on. Okay, if I release this one again, it will become off. Okay, so again just press, it will be on, but there is some delay in this action. Just will check what is happening. Okay, if I press this one again, it will become on. Okay, this is how you need to do the switching operation. Now we'll see some logic gates. Okay, so logic gate means I should have two input. Just I'll copy and paste this one only. Okay, fine. So now what I will do, just I will link this one with a different address what I have created. So I will go with switch to select OK. Okay, so same what I can say appearance, let it be click on OK. This one select. Click on this one. It will go because of some software means improper installation it is coming. So double click on this one. Okay. So now I linked it okay with the switch to address what I gave. So now I need to define what is the logic between these two, right? That where I need to define, I need to define in the output tag page. Okay. So instead of switch one, I need to define okay. So some logic gate. So I'll go for project here. So I'll be defining. Say suppose I want to define a AND gate. Okay, so switch one. Okay, so if I go here, some mathematical functions will be there. Just expand it. You are going to get some options like this. Okay, switch one. Here it came. Okay, I will select AND logic means switch one and switch two. I will select. Okay, so click on OK. Here also. Okay, fine. So next what I will do again, I'll go for run mode. See 0 0 output will be 0. So for 0 1, okay, again the output will be 0 only. For 1 0 output will be 0. When both are 1, then your output is going to turn on. Okay, so this is how you can do the logic gates. So again just I'll go back for the development mode. See here, this is the page where you will be writing the script. Okay, active VBE, nothing but Visual Basic Editor. Okay, so whatever the thing I did now, so automatically it will be converting it into suitable uh, what is a script already. Okay, see if I go here, I'll go back for the edit mode. Okay, so you can see here, if I go here edit script, see you can see here. Okay, so some initial conditions and all will be there. Okay, I think this is the what means script I have written for that. Okay, switch toggle you can see here. Okay, so this is how it will be scripting. Okay, so but we are not seeing this one. So I'll show you one more logic gate. So let it be same. If I want AND gate means just double click on that one. Again go to the data source. See here how many logic gates I have, that much only I can do. Okay. So if you want to do AND gate means, so you need to use this negation symbols and all. Okay. So just try to do. Now I'll do OR gate. Switch 1 OR combination. Switch 2 I will take. Click on OK. So now it will act as a OR logic gate. Okay. So again I'll go to run mode. Zeros. So both are 1 now. That's fine. I turned off both. Okay, so it is 0 0 1, it will be on. Okay, allow it 1 0, again it will be on. Okay, both are 1, this will be on. Okay, this is how you can do the OR gate. Okay, you can do the other logic gates also, I hope. Okay, so now we'll see how to display its value when it is in the run mode. Okay, so in King view, what we used to do, like we were taking some general characters, Now next, like we will be linking that general characters with some value display action. There we used to link the tag whose value we wanted to display. Okay. So here how we are doing that action we'll see now. Okay. So how to do that action? It's simple here. Go to tools. Here you will be having objects or links. Okay. In that you will be having something called as a data link stamper. Okay. So just take that one. Okay. So window will pop up here, like what tag data you want to display, that you need to select here. Say suppose I want to display switch 1 value, select it. Okay, so click on OK and paste it here. Okay, so I want to define what is the status of switch 2 means. Okay, again go to data link stamper. So just go here. Okay, so now what tag I need to select? Switch 2. Click on OK. Okay, click on OK and place it here. So if I want to show the result value means, again go to data link stamper. Okay, here so we are working with the OR gate, no, that's why I need to take the in the same manner what I took for the output. Okay, switch 1 or switch 2 I should take. Click on OK. Here also OK, and you need to place it. Okay, see now if I go to run mode, see both are, you can see both are 1. This is also 1, this is 0. Okay, this is still 1 because OR gate, when both are off output will be off. Okay, so this is how you can display the values. Okay, so this is one of the example. Okay, just to show how to work with the discrete type of tag. Okay, now we'll go with, okay, so some analog tags. Okay, so fine, just I'll go for screen 2. Okay, so now what will, like what action we did in king view, so same thing we'll do. Now what I'll do, I'll go to tools, object bar links. Okay, so or like you can go for shapes. Okay, so I'll take one conveyor kind of a thing. Okay, see if you want to insert a grid, okay, just go to format. Here you'll be having grid lines. Okay, format or view. Yeah, here you have grid, so you can take use of a grid. Okay, for the accurate placement and all. Next, so what I will do, I will take one object. Okay, let's take some container kind of a thing. Okay, so that we can show that moving, okay, filling, capping, all those things. Okay, so again I need to go for dynamo sets here. Okay, I'll just check for some containers. Tanks I have, tanks I think containers will not be there. So if containers means, if the required wizard is not there means, what you can do, you can use some general symbols only. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll take this rectangle. Okay. So this only I will use as some container. Okay. Fine. See now what should happen. Okay. So I'll take one more line. I'll take why I'll tell you. Okay. So it should come and stop here, filling will happen, again it should move. Okay, so that is the action we are doing. Okay, means how to work with the analog tag and how to work with the different wizards we'll see now. Okay, so now this what I can say, this container movement and filling is the action what we are doing now. Okay, this is the output, so we need to have one input also, right? So previously in the last software, for the ball movement we used some input. Okay, that is what slider. Okay, so slider was the input, that ball movement was the output. Okay, here also this container movement is the output. We need to have some output, that is what slider. Okay, see this slider will be there in the data entry expert. You can see, right? But now it is not enabled to select. Okay, why? Because to enable that one we need to have some device to be selected on the screen. Okay, so what I will do, just I took one rectangle. Okay, so this what I'll do, I'll be considering this as a button for the slider like that. Okay, why it is not coming? Because it is having same color, that's why. Okay, so you can see here what we can do. Okay, so you can change the color, fill style, solid, or color, where you will be having, here you have color. Okay, so fade color, wearing black, some red color. See what will happen. Box game. So now if I place, I think somewhat it is visible. Okay. See now, I'll select this. what I can say, rectangle, which I decided it as a button. Now it is, see, it is enabled. Okay. If I go to data entry expert, so it is loading. See here, first what I need to do, you can check here what and all you want. Okay, whether you are entering any numeric values or characters you are entering, or you want slider entry, or you want push button entry, whether you want ramp entry. Okay, so push button, it is of digital type. Ramp entry, again it is a some analog value. Okay, slider entry is analog value. Okay, numeric also you need to give analog only. Why? Because it will be varying, means it's a 16-bit data. Okay, see, now I want slider entry, that's why I'll select that one. First what I will do, I will link the analog tag what I have created. Okay, so I will go with move now, click on OK. So it is asking what is the minimum and maximum value of that. Okay, so minimum is 0, maximum I'll give it as 100. Okay, so click on OK. Okay, now you see, if I go to run mode, if I press this button, I am able to get a slider like this, so which is variable. Okay, fine. So now I define what is the input, so I need to define what is the output. Okay, so output is what? This container movement, right? So just double click on this one. See, with this container I can do these many actions. Okay, so I can do the color changing property, I can do the movement like position, scale, rotate like this. Okay, or I can do filling action, so I can define the visibility. So some other actions if you want to do, so it will be there here. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to define its movement, right? That too I'm changing its position. Okay, that I need to define. Okay, so just I'll click on this one. So again I'm going to get an window like this. Okay, so first what I need to do, I need to define the tag. Okay, so which I am using for that particular action. Okay, now you need to select which type of movement you are doing, whether horizontal or vertical. Okay, see, now I am doing horizontal movement. That's why I'll be selecting the horizontal movement. Okay. So input value is nothing but here you need to give the slider input value. What you are getting from the slider. Okay. See, now what I will do. Slider entry minimum 0 I will give. Maximum 40 I will give. Okay. Why? Because 0 to 40 it will come and stop here. Okay. Next 40 to 60 I will fill. After 60 that it will move like that I will do. Okay, so 0 to 40, it will be moving from here to here. Okay. See, now I don't know what is the distance from here to here. So how to calculate? Just drag the particular object from its source and place it on the destination. Click on this get value. It will update. Okay, nothing but, okay, from the source to destination, drag that object and place and click on the maximum get value. Okay, fine. So now click on OK. Okay, here also click on OK. Now I'll go to run mode. Okay, so I'll get this slider by pressing this one. Okay, see, even if I move, it is not moving. Okay, why? So I linked it with the same tag only. Okay, why it is not moving? Okay, fine, we'll see now. Okay. So I'll just cross check one more time, double click on this one, movement. Okay, what is the tag that I have linked? Project only, 0 to 40 is the input, this is the output. Okay, so anything I missed in slider entry I will check. Okay, go to tools. Okay, go to data entry expert. See, just I will check this, write continuously. We'll see what will happen. Write continuously. I'll go to run mode again. So I'll press this one. So as I increase the slider value, you can see that object is moving now. Okay, it's moving. It's not moving. I'll define it one more time. So its position. Okay, so what is the tag? Tag is move. Okay, so it should do horizontal movement for the slider entry 0 to 50, and the value is, just I'll make it as 0. Okay, again I'll just drag and drop it from its source to destination, get value, click on OK. Here also OK. Now I'll run the analysis. So I'll get the slider. not coming. I'll just check and go for the tag value. It is analog input. Go for advanced. Output is also enabled. Okay, so alarm we'll see later. Okay, okay, fine. This is fine. Save it. Yes. Okay, so just refresh to get the initial value. Okay, so now I'll go to run mode. Press this one. Okay, now it is moving. Okay, so what mistake I did in that, after scaling I need to confirm by unchecking that one. Okay, so that's why it was not come up. You can see here process is little bit slow. We need to wait and check the results. Okay, you can see here 6, 13. Okay, up to 40 just it will come and it will get placed here. Okay, so 32, 37, 40. Otherwise I can enter 40 here directly. Okay, but it is not coming, stopping here. Okay, okay, it is moving, it is taking time. You can see it is moving little bit actually, very gradually it is moving. Came, stop, came and stop. We'll do one thing, double click, or just I'll create the tag from the beginning. Okay, delete this, delete the block. Yes, double click, analog input, click on OK. So same name I'll give, move, condition let it be. Okay, only scan time I'll vary to 0.1 second. So I'll go to advanced, enable this. Yes, okay, it is 40. Just I'll go here. Okay, I'll save the pictures. I'll go to run mode, take the slider. For 100 it is coming. For 100 it is coming and stopping. Okay, but I designed it for only 40. Double click, go to position again. Okay, okay, here is the mistake what I did. Okay, so it should be 40. Click on OK. Here also OK. Now you just see what is happening. Okay, so it is 100. Just I'll take it for 0 back. Okay, I'm varying the value. Okay, you can see here. Now 40, for 40 value it will come and it will stop there. Okay, like this. Next what I need to do, I need to do filling action. Okay, so for that I'll take same container here. Okay, and this I will make it should be visible up to 40 only. Okay, for that I need to define the visibility condition also. Okay, how to define the visibility condition we'll see. Okay, so go to configure here. Here you will be having visibility property. See, visibility condition should be true. Okay, when the particular tag value, that is move, okay, value lies between, okay, within this range. Okay, so first what I will do, I'll delete all the rows. I'll insert one row. Minimum value should be 0. Maximum value should be 40. Okay. In this condition only I should see that particular container. Okay. Click on OK. Now what I will do, this I will define the filling action. Go to fill here. Okay, so what is the data source? The data source is move. Okay, click on OK. So vertical filling I am doing. So slider input is 40 to 60 I will give. For this much slider entry it should fill from 0 to 100 it is telling. Okay, click on OK. Okay, so color and all if you want to change it, here you just see fill is there, color is there, whichever is required you can do it. Okay, I'll go to switch to view mode. You can see here what is happening, we'll see. So it is this visibility condition I didn't define, and movement also I didn't change, that's why that is also moving. Okay, 40. Okay, you can see here it is filling, okay, like this. Now to have a proper adjustment, okay, what I will do, this color just I will change it, okay, color, okay, so fade color only just I'll change it, 0 I'll make it, okay, this I'll make it as white. You can see here it is white, it will come and start filling here. This I'll what I can say, position I need to define, okay, but so first I need to define its tag name. Now horizontal position only, okay, but what is the slider entry? Now slider entry 60 to 100. For that much value it should move from here to somewhere here. So click on get value, click on OK. That's okay. So visibility if you want to define, again go to configure, here visibility condition should be true when the particular data source, nothing but the tag value, okay, lies within the range. I'll add one row, double click on that one, okay, so it is 40 to 100. Condition should be true, click on OK, here also OK, okay, fine. Now I'll go to run mode, see now, okay, so slider value is 100, that's why it is showing, okay. You can see this is the empty container, so it will be moving here, so you can fill some animation here like filling kind of a thing, valve is opening like this. So 40 it will come here, okay, and it stopped, it started filling here, you can see here, right, okay. So up to 60 it will fill, after filling again it will move and it will stop, what it is, stop at its destination, okay. So this is how you can define the what I can say movements, okay. So I'll show you one more some rectangular and angular circular movement, so you can do with the other movements also, okay. See now, if I go to run mode, only one screen I will means I was able to see, right? Another screen, so I should do like this, okay, if I want to see means. So it is very difficult, right? Okay. So this action what we'll call? We call it as a page navigation. Okay. How to do this one? Take one button and define the page navigation process. Okay. So here I don't have button. If you want, you can check it. That's why what I will do, just I'll take one shape, okay, this only I will use it as a button, okay. Again I'll go to one text, okay, so I'll write some text here. This is the button which I'm using to go for screen 1, okay. So just edit that okay text, otherwise you won't be able to see, okay. So fill style, make it as solid color, okay, foreground or background anything, okay. Fading just I'll make it as white, okay. Now you can see here, you are able to see, okay. Means this is one of the button which I am using to go for screen 1, from screen 2 to screen 1, okay. What we need to do that I'll tell you later. So in the same way I'll take one more object here, okay, and I'll take one more text, okay. So this is the button, so which I'm using to go for screen 2 like this, okay. So again just select this one, go to color, foreground means what we'll see, okay. So I'll just this one only I'll make it white, so this one I'll be able to see like this, okay. Now how to define its action we'll see now, okay. So just double click on that element, see here you have something called as a command, just click command here. So here you will be having many options, okay. Now I need to open a picture, that's why I'll select open picture, okay. So which picture you want to open, that you need to select here, okay. Now I need to open screen 2, so select that one, click on ok, here also okay, apply, okay, fine. So if I go to screen 2 here, so here also just double click this window, you will be able to get, click on this command, okay. Again open picture, which picture, so now I want to open screen 1, okay, apply, okay, here also okay. Now see if I go to run mode, okay. So if I press this one I'll be able to go for screen 1, if I press this one I'll be able to go for screen 2, okay. This is how we can do the page navigation here, okay. So remaining concepts such as, so the different types of movements and alarms and trends, okay, and communication with the OPC server, Okay, so that we'll see in the next session. Okay, bye. Today we learned, okay, how to create a new project and how to create a multiple screens and how to create tags and how to design your graphics. Okay, how to link, how to work with the different wizards, and how to define some logic gates. Okay, so after that we have seen some analog things also, means how to create analog things, how to work with visibility, position changing. Okay, and how to work with the different commands. Okay, so in the next class we'll be seeing the rest other things.